Yo, I want to chill right now.
You're disrespecting me in a public forum right now. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that to be the goal of the podcast, for somebody to let go of their worries in the world and listen to us.
This is my new look, Daddy David. Daddy David.
Born to procreate. Born to procreate. Yeah, that better make it in the intro.
Nah, probably not.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to episode 86 of the Unboxing Life podcast. It feels like our first variety in a year, man.
Literally.
But welcome to it, everybody. Hope you guys are here for it. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce my boys I got here with me. We got Amo.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? I'm chilling like a villain on this variety day.
Yes, as always.
Ooh.
Oh, you shut it over there, Caillou. I see you.
Oh my god, man. I fucking knew it, man. Oh my god. I look great.
Speaking of Caillou, what's up, Trevor? We got you here.
I am motherfuck that album, brother. That is my name. Also
Yes.
known as Caillou. So yes, I'm
Taking
glad to
out
be
one
here.
of the topics. Yes. Of course, we got CB Lays here.
Yeah, I said it was more of a bearded Saitama type of thing, so we're
I'm
on
on
that
board with
wave.
that.
We're on that wave. What's
I'm
up,
on board with
everybody?
that.
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm of
We're here.
the fan theory that Caillou is Saitama. So
And who are you, brother?
I am brother. Also
You are
known as
brother.
David. Yeah. Well, you got a couple hints to our topics today, but we'll be hopping into them soon after traditions. Excuse me. Got some some news in hip hop. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yep.
History in the making, I guess.
History in the making.
Dang.
Very sure. Very true.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, and exactly. Yeah. Well, what tradition do we want to hop into? Let's hear the joke.
The joke.
The joke.
all right, the joke. Well, this one is authentic because my father told me this one the other day. I don't know. Who knows where he heard it, but shout out to dads for the best joke. But
Shout out to
But he was
Dad.
just, I mean, we're talking about the news, we got stuff happening in the news. He was asking me in the news if we heard about the guy that was at Michael's. He went around Michael's sticking his testicles in the glitter.
Dang.
It was pretty nuts.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
I do like that one.
I was trying to connect the dots and you just hit it with me.
What's the phrase? That, like, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it don't make it pretty?
Something like
There
that.
you go. Put glitter on testicles, but
It does
Maybe it
make
does
them
make
pretty,
it pretty.
apparently.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
testicles
Yeah.
are very pretty to
They're
certain people.
pretty nuts.
sure, yeah, pretty nuts. Nice.
There you go.
I want to hear, I think, the fact of the week next, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, when Steve Harvey was in 6th grade, our boy Steve Harvey, we love doing Family Feud on the podcast.
Right.
When he
We
was
do?
in 6th grade, he had an assignment of like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And Steve Harvey put that he wanted to be on television. And his teacher, like, laughed at him basically and was like condescending. It was like, you're not going to be on TV ever, because he had like a pretty bad stutter at the time apparently, which is really cool that he overcame that. And so when he got famous and rich, every year at Christmas until the teacher died, I don't know how many years that is, if it was 5 or
This is some
30,
spiteful shit incoming.
he sent her a television to her house as a Christmas gift. And he said in the interview, he's like, I wanted her to be able to see me to know that she was wrong.
Dang.
Wow.
Definitely petty.
If he's that petty, I can imagine, because he's he's in his 60s, right? At
Yeah,
least
probably.
He's
I think
pretty
so.
old, so he grew up in a different time period. That I'm wondering if that teacher had a little racial tension in her words, and I would definitely be as
Perhaps.
petty as he was if that was the
That's
case.
true. Yeah, you don't know how
Yeah, maybe.
abusive she was or mean she was, yeah. Dang. Is that
That's
a second
the
Steve
petty
Harvey
king.
fact?
Is it?
That
I
is
don't know
true.
if I've told one before. Probably.
I feel like there was one, at least Steve Harvey adjacent on one of our Family Feud ones, but
Steve Harvey adjacent.
everything
Wow.
comes back to Steve Harvey in the end. It's all circling Steve Harvey.
That's
Nice.
The gravitational pull of that mustache is insane.
Jesus, yeah, you're trying to get up there, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it must get in his food when he's trying to eat, but
facts.
I don't
That's
know.
why they call it the Flava Sava.
Exactly.
I don't even know
Uh,
if my laughs are coming
You
through.
like
man.
that one, Trev?
Are my laughs coming through?
Not really. We really got to tune your
God.
mic to not cut you out so much.
I don't think it's possible through Discord
I don't know.
because it catches everything on stream. But oh well.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, you guys just
Alright.
got to watch the video. Well, let's hear that quote though. The quote.
All right.
Yeah.
So your boy literally just found his quote because I totally forgot that I do this shit. So,
Nice. I get that.
On the fly.
so yeah, we're gonna be talking about this certain song, and there's a lot of quotables in this track, but
That makes
this is
sense.
probably my favorite part of it, and we'll get into it later. But it goes a little something like, "Smoking on top fives, but fuck that album, fuck that single, burn that hard drive, burn that shit. Ain't nobody safe when I come killing everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini, little bitch. Let me jump in this bitch."
Nice.
It's
It does
fucking
connect
hard,
to
man.
a couple topics. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We will
There
get
you
to
go.
it.
That is very hard. Yeah.
That is from Family Ties by
Ooh.
Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar.
Very
And
nice.
wait, you gotta show your shirt for the YouTubes.
Oh, let's see.
Oh
Wait,
baby,
where's Kendrick?
oh baby.
Damn,
He's in
damn,
there.
damn.
Yeah, there you go.
There he is. Nice. Yeah.
Look,
All right. I'll throw mine out there last.
Do it.
Great, a little bit of '90s R&B for everybody. You know,
excuse me.
gotta catch that vibe sometimes.
Kinda
This
piqued
was
my
actually, yeah, this was. I heard it like a clip of it or someone singing it on TikTok, and I thought it wasn't even a real song until my lovely girlfriend Jordan showed the song to me. It is.
Jodeci cry for you.
It is not Controlla by Drake, nor is it a Jodeci song. So you can couch that. But my song is Rain by SWV. If you haven't heard it, you gotta hear it. The freaking melody and the verses is just
Okay.
It's like a group chorus. I think they're all sort of singing and harmonizing, but then I think it's just the one lady is doing the verses, and she's just you watch the video, they're just like sitting next to her, like, yeah, we know what she's doing. She's blowing your mind right now. It's pretty
dope.
great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. I know of SWV because of the Drake track from like 5 years ago, and I didn't realize it was a group.
Yeah.
I thought it was just one guy, but
No. It's,
that's dope.
Cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'll
It's a great
definitely hear
track.
that.
Yes,
It's called
I recommend
Rain
it.
by
Rain,
SWV.
SWV. Yeah, check it out,
Dope.
everybody. So let's
Alright.
hop into our topics for the week. What
do
do
we
we
got?
got going on?
What are we cracking
So-
into first?
If you have been living under a rock for the past, so it is August 27th, 2021. If you have been under a rock for the past 23 hours, then you might have not heard this new track, which these two boys did not. But we listened to Family Ties, which is a Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar track, and I wanted to talk about it because I think this is a pivotal moment in hip hop right now. I think this is a
damn.
very important song.
Well, for the record, I have not been Patrick starring it out here. So
Dang. Okay. But
Well,
maybe.
how'd you guys feel about it though? I want to hear y'all's raw thoughts.
well, I'm a little confused as to what's so pivotal about it. I'm intrigued to hear why you think it's so important, but I don't know. Me personally, I respect Kendrick a lot, but I'm not like a personal like fan. He's not like a personal fan favorite for me. Like I said, I respect his music a lot.
Come on.
All right, Caillou's getting the meals, but
Yo, don't call me Caillou again.
Dang.
all right,
Man.
don't hit meals again. But yeah, I mean, I like Kendrick's. I like Kendrick on there. Baby Keem, whatever his name is, he's not for me. But
Yo, that hurt.
Dang.
It's not what you said hurt me. It's the fact that I snorted like that.
Oh. Okay.
well, yeah.
Ow.
All right, I'll pass it off. But,
No, keep going.
I
no,
mean,
yeah, I mean, It's
you gonna
just
say?
all right to me.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
just
Don't
Okay.
and my bank is going
Whose
off.
I was
phone
gonna
is
say,
playing?
For sure.
he going in.
Yo,
And my
Kendrick
bank
is
is going
like
off.
fucking. Kendrick is sending a hit.
Dang.
Alex is already
Yeah.
getting hate mail from the Unboxing Live fans for his opinions.
Yeah. That's
From our
funny.
fans.
From our fans. Yeah, it's it was definitely interesting. I want to listen to it again. I definitely Kendrick's part was hot. I definitely want to hear the song again. But the music video was very interesting. It was very visually engaging,
Busy.
and
Busy.
busy. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Had a lot going on. A lot of it was like weird. Feels like a lateral move from what like weird is like where it lands on the spectrum of like weird or not weird, but there's a better word that I'm not finding for like the way it like engaged by being like new and different, but also like bizarre and not something you're thinking about. Like,
So for our listenership, the video is basically like it's like 7 shots, and it like layers itself on its own. Like there's like a single shot, and then it'll layer another shot, and then like it gets to the point where there's like 7 things that are happening like simultaneously, completely separate from one another.
layered on each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it'll cut again to another like solo vid, and then it'll build on itself. And like I didn't capture any of that mentally. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I could watch that video again and just focus on one piece, and then do it again and focus on another piece, and I'm sure there's like a story that's overlaying that I'm just completely missing. But the
Yeah, maybe so.
that part where he's in like the museum, and he's kind of
With
doing
the
a little dance or
ballerinas.
whatever.
Yeah, he's
and then he
doing that.
fucking like does a James Bond shit where it's like it's just his silhouette on like a yellow
Yeah.
background. That's pretty fire.
Super
Yeah.
smooth. Yeah. Yeah, I think Dave Free is the guy who directs a lot of like Kendrick videos and TDE videos. I think he did Humble as well. They always come out with some interesting like visuals.
I wouldn't be surprised if he also did Element, because it reminded me of Element.
I think so. Yeah, it's always weird stuff like effects you don't expect to be in a big video, and they just have a lot of stuff thrown at you. But
That Humble video is crazy, by the way.
yeah, it's great. Yeah,
It's mind bending.
yeah, but
When he like he'll like take the camera and it just like
yeah,
he'll
it's
move
not
it and shit.
It's a really uncommon effect. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's fun. They're both doing these weird little dances at different points. Like Kendrick is doing
I'd-
this dad dance. Like it's
Yeah, so I think I said like in the song, I think it's when he's in the museum, Keem, and he's like doing like really awkward rapper hands, and I'm like, he needs to work on his rapper hands, but I don't think it came
Right.
through when
yeah.
when we were watching it, and y'all
Yeah,
were like,
for
"What are you
sure.
talking about?"
Yeah,
No,
and they-
I knew what you were
yeah.
talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the song. I think Trevor is alluding to the song being big just because it's like a big return for Kendrick. We haven't heard. I mean, we got a verse on a Busta Rhymes song, but that was
That was
recorded.
last year.
Like it was recorded in like 2012 though, so that's not technically new stuff that he's talking about. So it's just like a big like return track. Baby Keem is his cousin for people who don't know, so it's their first track together.
That's cool.
Which is
And
a
it's
huge
just like-
deal. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's definitely bubbling. I don't know how big he is, but he is on his way to stardom for sure.
Oh yeah, he's pretty up there at this point. Yeah, crazy. He's got the Travis Scott track on his new album too. Should be big, but
I'm definitely looking forward to it. The first listen I had, he kind of annoyed me a lot, and he's just got a really abrasive style that's kind of like high pitched annoyance if I had to like bottle it. But he hits a stride with his flow like a minute in, and it's like 40 seconds long where he just. I know obviously he cuts in and he doesn't, he takes a breath or whatever, but it sounds like he just continuously barrages you with words, and it's pretty dank.
yeah, yeah, it's dope.
What's the part you thought I was gonna hate?
The entire Baby Keem verse.
Oh, just the entire first half of the song.
Yeah.
Before there's
Which
like a
is
whole
exactly
beat
what
switch
I
and everything
feel like I
too,
always
right?
felt.
They feel like
You what?
they feel like completely separate tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is weird too, because there's 2 different beats in Baby Keem's verse, and then it cuts to a completely different beat again for Kendrick's verse.
Mhm.
And I told David earlier, because I was fucking blowing his phone up. that this is basically like their answer to Drake and Future's "Life Is Good," if you're familiar with that.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the first half is Drake, and then the second half is Future, and they're two completely different songs
Yeah.
that have nothing to do with each other.
Mhm.
And I feel like this song does that idea much better. Like, and they marry each other at the very end when they like go back and forth on some like Red and Net shit, and it's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the verse, David?
I mean, it's great. It's very. I heard. Yeah, it's very exciting to be a Kendrick fan right now. I heard it at, I think like 1 a.m. last night because I was still up and I knew it was premiering, so it was like an hour after it premiered. It was nice. I had to listen to it like twice in a row to really get more into it. I guess I was already hyped, but I was like, "Oh, dang, this is nice."
Same.
And it's weird because he's hitting you with new flows and just weird delivery that you would.
New voices.
Right? Yeah. He's always.
Like,
Yeah.
It's almost like he interpolates like a white man voice, like, brother, be patient, brother. Like the way he just like
it was crazy. Like
it was mad white.
we stopped. You paused it at some point, and I was like, "Dang, that was the hardest "Aren't a Brother" I've ever heard." It was like,
Well, yeah, because I paused it because I grabbed. I caught the Megan Thee Stallion bar, which was hard as shit. But dude, he just came out the gate, bro. Like this is fucking awesome. I wish that I didn't tell David exactly how I felt about this track because we just like creamed about it for a half hour earlier.
yeah, dang.
But
Yeah.
god damn, like
Yeah.
this is like he did something similar when he was releasing Damn 4 years ago with The Heart Part 4, where he basically came out and just said fuck everyone, like I'm here again, and he went at Big Sean's throat, and it was nice because he's one of those that he does sub, like he'll subliminally diss you, but other times he'll make it completely clear, like this is who I'm talking about. And granted, he wasn't really dissing anyone in this track, but he basically said fuck everyone that's about to drop right now. Like
that part in the music video where where the camera is panning past like a stretch limo, and the one girl is like following the camera, and then she gets to Kendrick in the driver's seat, and then Kendrick's like, "What the?" and like pulls out a gun and like shoots at the camera. That shit was wild.
It was wild, and it like I think he says like "pop off" in the verse too, like so he just started shooting the camera.
Yeah,
yeah, and he switches to the brother at that point too. It's just so unexpected and abrupt.
Yeah, it was
wild. Like, yeah, I feel like this verse could spawn a lot of memes, but yeah.
He hits you with like 5 different voices too, which he's absolutely known for, but sometimes he doesn't utilize all those voices in one track, let alone 100 seconds. Like his verse is like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So it was like mad versatile. I'm just so here, bro. I it's been a while since like I've been like really hyped about these new albums because Drake and Kanye, who we're gonna talk about soon, are just delaying their fucking albums like to no end, and it's getting to the point where I can't be I can't be excited anymore because they keep hinting that they're gonna drop something. Let's just wait. Kanye is like having a fucking mental breakdown basically with his release date, which is ridiculous, but I just can't keep up with the whole Donda's gonna drop tonight. It's gonna be mad mid too. That's the worst part.
Could be. Yeah, I think that's my biggest takeaway is like there's been a lot of like underground or like even like pretty high profile stuff to be excited about, but just like this big like, okay, one of the biggest rappers nowadays, I'm returning, I did it right. I just had this hype track, this long freaking verse that's letting you know I'm back. It's just exciting in a different way than what's been going on lately, like after the pandemic and everything. Like not a lot of
speaking of
big rappers
that fucking
I've been dodging the pandemic.
Yeah.
I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activist. The overnight activist.
He said, "I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet." Dang, brother. That's a great thing about Kendrick.
You address me unless it's with 4 letters. Can any of y'all tell me what those 4 letters are?
Okay. I don't know if we need a quiz on this one. Yes.
He's the GOAT.
There you go.
Oh my god.
It's good.
Yeah. Good for him. So yeah, this is cool. I hope the album drops this year.
when do you think it's gonna drop?
I think it'll be probably late this year. The way he's talking, I don't know.
He said new flows incoming, brother.
Yeah, just gotta be patient, brother.
Gotta be patient, yeah. Just be patient, brother.
We'll see. We'll be excited.
I'm wondering if it's gonna come out. I think it's gonna come out around October.
Wow, that would be soon.
I think so. I don't think he's gonna wait too much longer.
Hmm.
I don't think he's gonna give us 5 years without an album. I don't think he's gonna do that.
I think I was thinking like December. I mean, that post is like he's still working on it, and there's a lot of like post production that has to go on with an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that shit can happen. Like, if they really wanted to turn it out, it's like that still buys them 2 months.
It can
by the end of October. So
it can, but if he's still in the booth, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I give it a few months at least. But
Kanye literally changes his albums up until the point of release. So
and
I
after
wouldn't put it
release
past anyone.
sometimes. So yeah,
I think he wrote in a week, and it was like the week it was releasing. Like he was still messing with the verses and stuff. That's just like common practice now.
Yeah,
the way that music's delivered.
I mean, for Kanye, for sure, he was. Yeah, but
he's a maniac.
Well, do you want to get into?
I was gonna say you said some crazy stuff was happening with Kanye that you were excited that I knew nothing about.
Okay.
So
y'all are jumping the gun because I have one question to ask David because I have it on the docket. This is the thing I didn't want to show you guys.
Okay.
David, is Damn a classic album?
I don't think so.
That's what we need to discuss.
I don't think so. This is
okay.
Yeah.
I don't agree either. But I had a conversation with someone in a comment section about, like, it was a hip hop DX post or something, and it was about Kendrick. And I went in there, and this guy just started talking, like, I hate when people just start, and I do it too. I'm guilty of it too. But people just start saying that everything is a classic.
Yeah.
And he said that Good Kid's a classic, To Pimp a Butterfly is a classic. Agreed on both fronts. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, that's what he said, and I was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went on about how it was timeless, and I'm like, fam, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And the sound that album uses is still around today.
Yeah.
So it can't be timeless.
Yeah,
that sound is still here.
Right. You can't judge whether it's timeless yet. Not at all. Yeah. I think I love that album, but there's definitely a temptation to call everything you like a classic, and there's another end where it's like if it came out later than the 90s, you can't call it a classic, which I don't like either. But
Alex.
Got his ass.
What?
Nah, I don't think so.
I never said that in my life.
See, yeah.
We're
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a fun conversation because you can, if you start talking about throwing different albums names out there, you can get into objective markers and subjective markers and the impact it had, and there's a lot of fun historical context to dive into. But Damn is just, it was a huge album, big album for him, but I don't know how much it changed or really was a landmark or anything like that.
And he also replied to me after I told him that I felt like it wasn't a classic, and he just gave me the entire track list and like 1 to 10 rated it.
Oh.
And he gave like half of them like classic. Like he literally put like in parentheses classic after like the score, and he gave God a classic rating. He gave Duckworth, which I agree with, Blood or not Blood, fucking DNA, Feel. He gave Fear like an 8, and it wasn't a classic to him. I was like, dude, that's like one of the best tracks on there. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
So this is like homie just had no clue what he was talking about, but
that's fun. I mean, it's a fun debate.
It is a fun debate, and I think I said, like, when that album first came out, I spun it like 50 times, like in the first month.
Yeah. It's one of my most listened to albums of all time. We couldn't stop listening to that album that whole year. It's like
literally,
it's ridiculous. Yeah, and I think at the time you might have said like, or maybe a year later you were trying to say maybe it could be a classic and whatever. But that's, now
I think it needs a few more years. I think it's very solid. I don't think it's a classic though.
Yeah, I don't think it'll even end up that way. It'll just be like, yeah, it was a great album, but
right. Yeah. Which is fine. You don't have to label it's not. It's like it's almost like in their eyes, it's like it's either a classic or it's hot garbage, and it's like that's not the case.
Yeah, it should mean something.
Not calling it a classic doesn't necessarily mean it's an insult. It's just a great album. It's a solid album. If you like it, that's great. It's not a classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Those first two albums, though,
They are. I think they're
Them shit's classics.
They're undisputable
Brother.
at this point. Yeah,
Brother.
brother.
All right. Well, I just wanted to bring that up just to see where you. I figured I knew where you were, but I just wanted to check
I
in.
love the mental image I get of Trevor strapping on the hazmat suit going into the whatever hip hop comment section.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
Yo, them comment sections are fucking wild, bro.
I see that you send us some of those conversations. I just respect you for going in and having
Yeah.
those conversations. I just completely duck them like
I
Kendrick
could
was
not.
ducking the pandemic.
Yeah.
So like I mostly duck them, but at the same time, some of these topics I just have to give my 2 cents. It's like it's
Yeah.
not a fucking classic album, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just call every album you like a classic, man. That ruins the word. It literally ruins the word. We have had like maybe 10 classics in the last 10 years. Maybe. That's maybe.
In hip hop.
Beautiful. Good Kid. Take Care.
Oh, we're really gonna list them, huh?
Butterfly. Fucking
Okay.
Forest Hills Drive. That's 5. Am I missing one?
There's a couple more I could name. Pinata, I think, is one. It's an underground classic, but it's
That's an
still
underground
counts.
classic. I won't give it the full classic, but
But that's still a classic.
RTJ.
no.
No, of an
RTJ
underground
doesn't have a
classic,
classic.
it's still. People would argue they have. It's tough. I mean, underground classics still count. I think, because like Mad
But
Villainy.
you know they're different.
Not really. Like
If it's not
Pinata is.
recognized by like the super mainstream, not the super mainstream, but just like most people. Like if you think about, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think
on that.
because part of classics is like you delve into the genre and it's like the people discussing it the most are the people who like care about it and dub things classic. And Pinata is so beloved by like every hip hop fan who listens to modern hip hop. It's like it always comes up in discussions. I feel like that lends credence to it, but
I'm not mad at that pick.
you know, it's hard. I don't know.
That would be
you-
6 then.
6. I can't really think of any.
So you said in
others.
the last 10 years?
In the last
Yeah.
10 years, ever since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
We're talking about hip hop only, right?
hip hop only. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not that many, not in this decade.
I always wanted 444 to become a classic, but I don't know if it's really gonna
Yeah, it's
be.
a great album. That's one of
It's
those things. It's a
yeah.
great album.
And it's a unique album. I think
It is a
maybe-
unique album.
Yeah, maybe set some trends. So maybe in a few years, I don't know.
People like to call Cuddy's first album a classic. That was in 09, and
I could see that. I never heard it, but
hot garbage.
a lot of. Oh boy, gonna get.
I'll be
freaking-
honest with you,
Trevor's
dog.
not a
I literally
Cudi fan,
could
so
not
he
get
can't
over
say.
it. What, Alice?
I said, well, you're not a Kid Cudi fan in the slightest, so
Nah.
Yeah.
it's easy
That's
for
not
you
to
to
say I didn't
say.
try though.
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, some
Maybe-
things are just not for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Maybe Kids See Ghosts.
Oh, a classic?
Maybe.
I mean, it could end up be. It's like unique ones have a lot of potential, so maybe.
But that's
don't
about
know.
where it stops. There's not like there's great albums and then there's like super classic, and that's
Yeah.
about where it stops.
Yeah, I can't think of any others right now. Nope. Oh, is Dirty Sprite 2? People say that's a classic.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
I think
Rodeo.
it has to be.
Rodeos, I think, is definitely one.
No,
All right, we're gonna bore people with this debate, but
And this is
maybe another time.
yeah, we're rabbit holing Matt hard.
fuck it,
Yeah,
I love it.
I do.
yeah.
Maybe another
No,
time.
that's great. All right.
Yeah. What,
Um,
what other freaking news we have going on?
We have I'll put this in the chat for you
Oh,
guys. So, we
oh,
have
man.
some Kanye news that apparently it happened like or it was like bubbling for a few years, right? But he finally filed for it.
I don't
Oh.
know. I never.
Yeah.
This is the first time I ever heard of this. So
Go ahead,
I
go ahead
can't.
and give it to us.
I can't look at the
all
chat.
right, but
so-
basically, Kanye West has filed to change his name to just Ye. Just
Oh.
Ye. He's getting rid of Kanye Amari West, and he just wants to be YE.
The funny shit is like I when I was reading that article that spoiled David earlier, it linked a tweet from like 3 years ago in like September of 2018 where it's like the being known as Kanye West is no longer a thing. I am known as Ye. And that was 3 years ago. and he finally filed papers. I don't know if it's like if it's
Well,
coming true, like if they were
Yeah.
even gonna grant him that or what. I don't know how
Well,
that goes, but
Well, the court still has to approve it.
Hmm.
His name change is valid, but that tweet is wild. Just because I mean it's Kanye, so who knows what he means by that? But he literally means he's changing his name. Like,
All right.
and
Yeah.
we like briefly talked about it too when I was streaming a couple days ago. That
Yeah.
I love his name. His name is iconic.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would ever shorten it like that. Everyone already calls you Ye. Why would you get rid of your name?
Kanye is such a one of a kind name. Like,
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
is
I'm
like
sure there's other people named Kanye, but like Kanye, you hear Kanye, everybody knows Kanye,
everyone will think of Kanye. Yeah.
and everybody will continue to call him Kanye, which is why it's pointless.
Dang.
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm
Probably.
not calling him Ye.
Ye.
I'm not
I'm not
referring
calling him
to him
Ye.
as
I'm
Ye.
not calling him Ye.
That's
How's he gonna get rid of his last name like that? Like, what?
Yeah, I wonder how many file for name changes ever get denied, but just for like, oh, you don't have a last name, we can't put you in the files or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
David,
Right.
you've seen Friends, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the episode that Phoebe like tries to change her name to like Princess
oh
Banana
yeah,
Hammock or something like that.
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
Consuela Banana Hammock.
yeah,
What was it called? Princess what?
Wasn't it Consuela
yeah.
Something
or
like
something
that.
like that?
Yeah.
Something
like that.
ridiculous.
Banana
Yeah.
Hammock.
A banana hammock. y'all like speedos?
Dang.
Yeah, fam.
Yes.
It's what? Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't see why any name change would be not approved, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any sort of precedent for that? I know,
I don't know.
like, celebrities will just go by one name, but
Right.
like,
Cher,
know.
Adele, Madonna.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
yeah,
Zendaya.
Yeah, but I mean,
But isn't that like her
they have
legit
names.
like first name?
I think so. Yeah,
I guess Adele is her first name too. Then
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just- it just doesn't make
I
sense
thought it was
to me,
like
I
super
don't-
funny. I'm still gonna call him Kanye.
Yeah, I,
Because
I
everybody
just
is.
I do just wonder what the legality of only having like one,
One
name,
name.
2 letters to fucking fill out. Like, I'm sure I've seen shit on like the last name NG, like Asian last name, was like someone had that last name and was like putting it into some website for a university or government website or something, and it was like last name must be at least three characters long. And so they couldn't put in their actual last name because
Wow.
because of like a text filter that someone like put in or left in or fucked up on.
That's odd.
So I wonder, like, in government systems, like if it can handle just it just being Ye.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
Last
literally
name required.
any payment info that you put in for like a site, if you go to Amazon,
It's
they're
like-
gonna ask for your first and last name.
And both fields
Yeah.
are required.
yeah, so
not
you
do, like-
can't just have Yay and then blank. Like
First
Yay,
name
and then
Y,
like
last name E, like
or just like not applicable.
yeah.
not
don't know.
applicable.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
mean,
Maybe
It's like
Yay
a-
is just like it would be like Yay cubed. So it'd be like Yay.
okay, that could work.
First, middle, last.
Yeah.
That could work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are his
Yeah.
initials? Why? Why did you do this, Kanye?
Oh no.
That's wild.
Well,
It just doesn't make
That's
sense.
interesting. It's kind of funny. I'm so uninterested in the whole drama of it all and his mindset and everything, and I'm just like, could you put that on a civil service form? Like,
That's
Yeah.
civil
like
service form.
that's where my fucking
yeah,
brain
that's how we're
goes.
talking. I mean, me too. Yeah, it's
Or
like,
literally any form ever.
Any form ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, you
a
maybe
bank
you just
form.
get so rich you don't have to fill out any forms. Honestly, I mean, I kind of think
Yeah.
that way. Like, what level of rules do you not have to follow when you're like a billionaire? And you,
When you literally have money coming out of your ears.
yeah, but I wish him the best, man. You know.
Yeah, well, he is a musical genius, and just a lot of geniuses are nuts.
That's what he
So-
says. Life of
So
Kanye
Pablo.
is
sick and tired of
definitely
hearing
nuts.
that.
I
Hearing what?
mean,
That geniuses
That
are
he's a
nuts? I
musical
mean,
genius.
it's true though.
He is.
Of course. But it's just like hearing everyone call Eminem a lyrical genius. Like Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
It's not like we're trying to.
Eminem is here. Kanye is here, bro. Come on.
No, Eminem is definitely up here. Kanye is down here for sure. Eminem has the better discography. I'm gonna shoot myself. I'm joking.
Okay,
I'm actually
Jesus, I
rolling
had
up in my.
had a moment there.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate Eminem.
I was like, Trevor has been replaced. Like they're like, we need to
Yeah,
like call the fucking police. Someone replace Trevor with a bald clone. Like,
Nah, fuck that. A bald clone. Why you had to add the bald in there? I'm bald.
because it's like
It
a
would just be
recent
a
change.
clone.
Like that could have
just be a
been
clone.
the swap out point. Was
Right,
like
yeah.
was when
when I shaved my head.
when you shaved your head. Yeah,
For
Yeah, I have a
sure.
microchip right here.
yeah, dude.
Dang.
It's no the
I see
barcode
scar.
from the Hitman series.
That's
Oh,
that's
true.
where they put my vaccine.
Oh yeah. Well,
Make
what
a
we know.
make a
Get
brain
Vaccinated pussies.
make your brain
I don't
magnetic.
think that's healthy, brother.
not to put it there. That's for sure.
I mean, I have
Yeah,
a
definitely
microchip
not.
right here. They track my shit all the time.
That's true.
That should be no excuse for you to get the vaccine. But either
That's
way,
true.
I don't want to be that guy.
No excuse for you to
Kanye
not
talk.
get the vaccine.
Mm.
Exactly.
Stop the Delta where it's at.
Right.
Let's not get a freaking
Be
Edward.
the
Chelsea.
change.
Yeah.
Be the delta that you want to see in this world.
Did
Let's not
y'all
get an
see
Echo variant or a freaking Foxtrot
Oh
variant?
my
or-
god.
Goddamn.
Omega variant?
Omega
Oh,
variant.
mega variant.
Lambda.
Is that what Kendrick was talking about in his verse?
Oh Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! I fucking hope not. Then it's gonna be then all the Kendrick stands are gonna be like, he fucking predicted it.
Yeah, he is a
Jesus
prophet.
Christ.
He is a prophet. The freaking genius. Freaking reality genius. He can
prophet.
read the future. Yeah.
It was mad
Anyway.
funny. Delta, as in Delta Airlines, put out a press release like regarding the new variant and stuff like that, and they referred to it as its like scientific abbreviation, like B62V dash whatever. They like didn't refer to it as the Delta variant at any point
That's
in the thing.
fucking mad.
And it's so hilarious, like as a PR thing. It's like you have to, and everyone knows why you have to, and that you're doing it, but you just still have to go through that motion because it's like a PR nightmare to like refer to the name of your company as a bad thing or whatever. So yeah,
Literally the same shit happened with Corona beer.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
The exact same shit happened.
yeah,
Like people were making memes that like, oh, I have Corona, and they had a fucking 12-pack, stupid
Yeah.
shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Did they have to release a statement that was like, "We're not. It's not."
think so.
related or
No, I think
something?
it was about their policies
I wanna
regarding.
say, I think they did, but I could be wrong.
I mean, that'd be really fucking sad, but
Must have been a meme that I saw. I saw a million. So.
probably yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just a press release about like their policies updating due to the new Delta, but they didn't call it Delta variant.
Oh, it's for Delta.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about Corona, but
Oh, Corona. Oh shit. Yeah, they might have. Yeah,
I definitely think they.
I feel like
released it.
I think they might have had to put forward a formal statement saying like, we have no relation to why this is called
the
Corona.
coronavirus
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they actually
The
did. I
novel
think you're right.
coronavirus.
Right. I mean, you never know.
Jesus Christ. All right, so yeah, we were talking about Delta variant.
Yeah.
And Corona beer.
I wanted to talk more about Kanye
Okay.
and the Kanye Drake beef that's kind of brewing.
I forgot about that.
You see this
Brewing.
shit? You see this shit?
Kanye
Brewing.
Drake beef brewing.
The
Yep.
brood, yeah.
These guys have
Brewing.
had like the weirdest,
I know.
like brotherly love / frenemy, hate everything about you,
It's so
really
weird.
weird relationship. For the past at least, I mean, it's been happening since the Find Your Love video from 11 years ago now. They've had like really on and off beef, but ever since the Pusha shit happened with like the Lift Yourself beat being the poopity scoop shit, that was a beat that was supposed to be sent to Drake, and he kind of literally shitted on the beat. So now, have you guys seen this shit on like
No.
Twitter?
No,
A little bit,
I'm not
yeah.
I know
sure.
nothing about this.
So there's like a group chat that they're a part of apparently, and I guess Kanye sent a picture of, was it Heath Ledger's Joker?
No,
right?
it was Joaquin Phoenix. I think.
Oh, I
Phoenix,
think
okay.
I have seen this actually. I
Yeah.
think I know what you said. I didn't realize that this was an actual thing that happened or that it mattered.
Yeah, no, it happened, and
Wait.
I'm off the cuff. I'm not quoting it, but he basically
fucking
says,
mad
"I've
funny.
been dealing with like nerd jock ass dudes my entire life, and you're like, you will never recover," or something like that, something really edgy.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guess in response, in good old Joker fashion, Drake apparently hijacked the broadcast of a Sports Center segment and kind of had like almost like a terrorist video looking kind of thing where it was cuts in and out of a video of a person holding up a cardboard sign that said CLB September 6th, and it was announcing his release date, Drake's release date for Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
And I guess Kanye came out like really shortly after and said, "Hey, I'm also dropping Donda that day." So Kanye was supposed to drop this album a month ago, literally a month ago, when Nas was supposed to drop, and it didn't happen, which is fine. He's a maniac. It's been happening, but for him to confirm basically that his album is coming out the same day as Drake's,
Dang. I wonder
That's
if there's
gonna
a
be
started,
spicy.
started
it's good when it
Jay-Z
doesn't come
Nas
through.
level thing. Yeah.
fuck, dude, I hit the hardest wheeze too.
Yeah.
Um, Dude, but their beef is just like, I'm so here for it. It is the most petty, childish shit I've ever seen in my entire life. These two men are grown ass men.
Yeah.
Grown men who have songs together.
Yeah.
Multiple.
How does how does Drake have 3 songs with fucking Jay-Z and he still subliminally disses him any chance he gets?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
It's just
I don't.
Jay is literally on 3 different Drake albums and he still disses him.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking makes sense.
You know what? It always. It always kind of. I always feel weird to think about Kanye ever having beef with somebody, just because as a rapper he's not that type of.
No,
person.
and he has writers, so it's like it's weird.
mhm.
It's weird for
Yeah,
him to even have beef.
And then I know like the Hill 50 Cent versus him thing was like just over like a numbers thing.
That was a marketing ploy too, though, because they were
Right,
signed to the
yeah.
same label, so it was like win-win, which
Right.
was dope. It was dope for the label.
It was just it's a numbers thing. I mean, obviously Kanye outsold him, but
By like 300K. Let that be known that he almost sold $1 million first week with Graduation.
right. Mm-hmm.
Graduation is his best album, by the way. Sorry.
Well.
It's true.
Well,
Oh boy.
Well, are we gonna get into it?
I'm gonna get outvoted
please,
by you two.
let's
so.
let's
His
definitely
graduation
not.
classic. Yes.
That's a whole episode in and of itself. Is
We should have that talk. 'cause
Kanye's discog.
David and I have had that talk like a million times, and I still think it would be really entertaining.
It's like every time we talk
Sure.
about Eminem until fucking 4
Right.
a.m. It's like
Yeah,
we say the same things every single time and make the same points, but we still have that conversation like once a year.
Well, yeah, we want to do. I think. Hope I'm speaking for more than just myself. Just like some conversations we've always had, maybe in the form of like a tier list or just some like fun like ranking
Yeah.
type thing. I think
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
cool. So,
We've literally been talking about that for months. Like I remember when Alex first got into the podcast, and I was like walking on campus to one of my classes, and we were like blowing up the group chat about, hey, maybe we'll do the tier list this month, or something like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
totally down for that. That'd be
Yeah.
a funny ass episode.
it's
I
fun
remember
when it's fun when everyone has familiarity like so much you can just say whatever
Yeah.
and everyone
It's gonna require me actually giving listens to anything Kanye released past like 2015. So
yeah.
I think we should do the Eminem one just for the meme, because it's gotten to the point where even my streaming friends that I like met through Twitch know that I hate Eminem.
Yeah.
And I don't I'm not that guy that like proclaims my musical opinion like on everyone. So like the fact that it's gotten that far, we should do that one first.
Was it friggin' Hercules that added the Eminem command to the chat?
Yes.
That when you
Yes.
type
That's what I'm saying. It's gotten that bad.
you type exclamation point Eminem into Trevor's chat and it says Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time.
I promptly
funny.
removed that, by the way. I
Yes.
literally paused the game and I removed it.
He was heated.
funny.
He was like, "Wait, no, what
Typed
the
it in
fu-
again
no.
just to confirm.
And you,
Typed it
yeah,
again just to
Here, bro.
confirm.
you're like
I'm
you
here
thought
for
you were
all the-
having like a seizure that was happening.
I'm here for all the Eminem stands in YouTube comments.
Oh,
I'm ready.
God.
yeah
I'm ready for it. Bring it on! I challenge.
Bring
you.
it on.
Bring it on.
yes
Here's my
So-
home address.
So next week,
No.
apparently no, I'm address, definitely don't say no. I'm address, definitely don't say that on here.
No home address.
So I guess next Friday is the supposed release date for these two mega titans of hip hop. And
True, man.
if that is the case, are we doing a double review? Or
Damn. That
Damn,
could be
damn, is
that
what
could
I
be
have
kind
to
of
say.
crazy.
Right.
that would be pretty brazy.
I don't. Sheesh. Like you mean?
In the same
I mean,
episode,
like, listen to both
I think we
and
should
review both
I think we should
On the same
yeah.
episode.
on the same episode.
I think we should do separate but linked episodes.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know how it'll
comparing,
be able
like
to
do the
do in
compare and
one.
contrast, but mainly focus on one per episode. I don't know. We can decide that later.
I think Donda's gonna be like 11 or 12 tracks, maybe at like, I'm gonna spitball here at like 34 minutes, and I think Drake's album is gonna be over an hour.
Yeah. Certified Lover Boy is gonna be fucking long.
Certified Lover Boy is gonna be at least 17 tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way that is a short album at all.
No,
By any sense
not
of the
even
word.
close.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hold that on record, and if Trevor predicted it exact, I'm going to. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So
I'm
I'll
just gonna have
do
to drive.
Donda at 34
somewhere.
minutes, 12 tracks, and I'll do Certified Lover Boy. I'll do 18 tracks, and it's gonna be like 56 minutes. So you heard it here first.
For less than
This,
an hour.
this episode will be up
I'll
before the the albums are posted or
Hopefully.
dropped. So
Jeez, bro.
this will be on record
Bold.
for sure.
Nice.
All right. Well, I just have one. I mean, I guess if we didn't want to talk more about that, I had some thoughts about the new Call of Duty Vanguard to pivot very hard from hip hop to fucking gaming.
Yeah, that was an Eminem style bar.
Wait, did I rhyme?
I don't know what
no,
just
just
happened.
the way you said pivot.
Pivot.
Oh.
It's a friend style bar.
Gee, friend style.
Pivot.
Oh
Wait,
my
hold
God.
on. I could do it for y'all. I don't know if you can see it. But... Yeah.
Pivot on the
there
cup.
you go.
It's on his glass. Yeah. Okay. Call of Duty Vanguard. So what is your experience with this? Was there like a beta or something that I just completely didn't think about and missed?
Yeah. So there's an PlayStation only alpha right now that's
Gotcha.
live from the 27th, which is today, through the 29th, and it's only on PlayStation, unfortunately. And it's considered an alpha, and it's basically this one mode called Championship Hill, and it's basically like gunfight on steroids. So I'm basically going to be talking to Cameron mostly because
Cool.
we are like the only Call of Duty fans left, really. I mean, David kind of jumped on the bandwagon again with Cold War, but Cold War's
Yeah.
trash.
I want to love a Call of Duty again really badly.
I think we may be in for a treat this year.
That'd be cool.
That's
I can definitely
maybe.
see myself liking Halo and Battlefield a lot, namely Battlefield. I think I'm really gonna like this
Battlefield's gonna be
Battlefield.
nice.
But yeah. Otherwise, what are we looking at here?
So basically, it's I want to say there's 8 teams, and each team has 2 players, and you're essentially going like head to head. You have 12 lives, and you go head to head in a gunfight style match, and you basically carry those lives throughout these rounds. So it's like kind of like team deathmatch. You play like a random gunfight map, and there's like 3 different variations of this like Championship Hill map.
So is it a 2v2 tournament and you only ever play 2 people at a time, or are you
Yes.
all in the same arena fighting as
No.
duos?
You're exactly what you said at the very beginning.
The tournament style. Okay.
Yeah. And you carry these lives. So like you start with 12 lives, and as the rounds go on, like if you can literally lose as many lives as possible. They're like minute rounds each. So you can lose like
okay.
6 lives and then go to the next round and, gain a couple. There's like these coins that you can like collect, and they'll give you lives. And they have these they have this like hub world where you can buy items like equipment, you can buy perks, you can buy kill streaks, all that good shit, and you gain cash by killing people in the game.
Yeah.
And it's like really fucking cool because like there's so many points. Like I won like 3 games when I was playing earlier, and you can basically like you'll have like 3 lives and you'll get placed against this team that has like 8 or 9 lives, and you can gun them down a couple times, and then you can go buy a life, or you can go like snag one in the game, and then you're back in the game.
Yeah,
Like it
you
has a
even it
lot
out.
of nuance to it.
Does it feel like snowbally? Like if you get ahead early, can you kind of like turn that into a big advantage with like the equipment and perks and stuff?
Kinda. You can like on the fly, you can upgrade the gun that you have for like with like more attachments, so you
That's
can like
cool.
spend your money, and it'll literally like it'll add a new attachment every tier you go, and it goes from like white to green to purple, yellow, all that good shit.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And they turn from like, dude, the recoil in this game kicks like a mule. It
Good.
is nuts.
Good.
It's good. No, it's good. It is the Modern Warfare 2019 engine on World War II style maps, which is cool as shit.
That'll be very interesting. Yeah.
You have the tactical sprint back again. Everything like you can shoot through like
Yeah.
there's like little wood panels that you can shoot through and kind of create your own cover. And like I thought this was gonna be a little camper friendly. And granted, like in the later rounds when they have less lives, it slows down because they feel like
Yeah.
they just
People-
want to survive the round.
They play conservative. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're gonna like it.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, MW 2019 is like one of my, I think probably my single best feeling Call of Duty. As in, like,
It is the best feeling Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's probably the
Like,
best
when you're-
feeling shooter on the market.
when you're playing, when you're moving, when you're shooting the gun, like you feel good and cool. and,
Not the maps, not the way the game
Yeah.
flows, the actual engine of the game,
Yeah.
the way it feels when you walk around.
yes, and interact with everything.
Right.
Oh, that mounting mechanic. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, give me
Oh,
that
yeah, and it's
all
back.
damn
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Is
It's
it back?
Oh yeah,
No.
it's really back. That's gonna be
I
a
don't
camo
want to have to
challenge.
get mount kills for camos
That's gonna be a
anymore.
camo challenge, boy.
No.
You fucked loser.
Son of a bitch, dude. That was like I just got grinded Damascus because I had like nothing better to do, which is a pandemic sentence. So yeah.
That was way before the pandemic, I want to say.
No,
Well-
I did it. Well, yeah, no,
You
you're
got
right.
that before
No,
the
you're right.
pandemic.
Yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right.
Damn.
That's tough. Oh well. Yeah. So, anywho, grinding those fucking mounted kills was the worst fucking thing ever.
It's gonna be the worst
You
thing.
could do it fine if their shipment 24/7 was around, but obviously the way that MW ran, which is really really sad because it was the best feeling Call of Duty, it was one of the worst run Call of Duties ever. Like I don't know why
map
I don't know
voting.
why the
We already covered
scoreboard
this a year, but-
yeah, I don't know why the scoreboard was whack. I don't know why there was no map voting or searching. I don't know why the skill-based matchmaking was so fucking heavy. Like they really fucking like tried to make me not want to play that game. But they designed the engine really well. So, anyway, if Vanguard is run properly and it has that engine and like everything feels good and they don't fuck with it too much, then we could see a really good Call of Duty this year. Then, yeah, wow, cool.
We have confirmation from the developers that there will be 16 6v6 maps at launch, and there
Dope.
will also be 4 other maps, I want to say, for that new mode that I was just playing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good sign because Call of Duty Cold War, I don't know why I said Call of Duty. I'm a fucking idiot. Cold War launched with 8 maps.
Yeah.
8
Really?
maps.
I mean, yeah.
It's not good.
I couldn't believe that they started doing that. That seems like such a fundamental thing you do not want to do with just
Yeah.
Yeah.
a so heavily multiplayer game. It's just I don't know. It's a head scratcher.
We haven't had the first few like Call of Duties that I played, like COD 4 had 16 maps, and then they had a map pack that had another 4, so it came to 20. NW2 had over like 25 maps, I want to say.
Yeah.
And granted, Modern Warfare even had
Does that
like maybe
include-
11 at launch, but is that including what?
DLC
Yeah.
in MW2.
Without DLC, it launched with like maybe 15.
Yeah.
But that was like the standard. It went from like 14 to like 16 maps you were gonna get to nowadays like it was 11, 10, 9.
I mean,
This is the foundation of the game. This is what you play. This is literally what you interact with in the world. Like it doesn't matter what kind of, even if you didn't have skill-based matchmaking, like if you don't have great maps or like a nice variety, like I'm gonna get really bored very quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's an
If
arena
I-
shooter.
If I keep on getting stuck on the same dog shit map, getting killed in the same dumb ways over and over again, and that's like
I'm not gonna
that's
play.
that's an eighth of my experience on your game, like that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there. Like so.
I will
Yeah.
say though that quality or quantity does not equal quality. So
Yeah.
we may get
Yes.
stuck with a lot of bullshit maps, but it is nice to know that we're gonna get at least 16. We're gonna have variety,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that there's
so-
more of a chance that these maps will somehow be good. Maybe we'll see.
I definitely just hope they look nice and interesting. Someone put out a tweet that made sense and was a point that I would raise as well, as like I don't want to spend another year of Call of Duty only on war-torn World War II Europe maps or whatever. Like
They're going to have the Eastern Front, they're going to have the Western Front, they're going to have
Yeah.
the Pacific Front, and I think they said Africa as well. So there's going to be a lot of different
Yeah.
locales.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be. It's not going to be Europe.
Yeah, as long as it's not just, like demolished buildings and shit like that. Like actually
Yeah.
kind of invent and allow it to be like even if there is some sort of like suspension of disbelief, like I would play fucking with World War II guns in like a more modern looking setting or something like that, even if it wasn't like completely realistic or like the site of a literal battle or something like that. Like you can like put them in like Paris, even though like France surrendered and no actual like extended gunfights went happen to Paris. I mean, I'm not a World War II historian, but like fucking like just have it set in those settings, but like let's have fucking gunfights in like some random palace in Japan or something like that. Like
Right.
that'd be sick. Like actual
Yeah.
places that maybe no combat was ever seen, but you can realistically say, okay, this is like a period setting, and this is some place that existed during the war. And if the war went like this, like say U.S. were to and have the ground invasion of Japan or something like that, this is a battle we could have realistically seen. Something like that would be cool for sure.
Yeah.
Maps are my favorite part of the Call of Duty franchise. Like period. Like getting to know new maps is my favorite part of any Call of Duty.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
when you load in a game and you're like, oh shit, I haven't played that map. It's like I get so giddy every time. I don't care if it's a shit map. Like if it's like universally known that this is the worst map in the game, I haven't played it, I'm gonna try it. Like it's one of those things.
Yeah,
I'm
Right.
really excited for like the Pacific maps, honestly.
you and
Like
I
the Japanese style maps.
and plenty of other people, but you and I know, play COD like moving around heavily because we love to try to like outplay people with positioning and with the map and like with spawn predictions and stuff like that. So like you feel so good at the game when you put yourself exactly where you need to be at all times and like win gunfights and shit like that. So yeah, learning the maps is great and fun and a really good experience every time.
It is.
When they're good maps and when you can actually
Absolutely.
like move around and not like always have to cross some ridiculous place that some dude's definitely gonna be camping from some head glitch on to get to where you want to be or something like ridiculous like that,
And the weird thing about it, like about maps, is that Treyarch developed a strategy, or not a strategy. They developed the formula, where it was 3-lane maps, and it felt sterile. Like everything was symmetrical. You didn't have that many routes to flank, and I bitched about it for however long because they have so many games, and then you get a game like Modern Warfare 2019, which has, correct me if I'm wrong, none of those maps are 3-lane maps at all.
some of them
And they're asymmetrical.
Yeah, some of them can operate as such. I mean, Shoot House is literally 3 lanes.
Shoot House is 3 lanes. Condor's Hideout is 3 lanes. There's a few, like the DLC maps, they transition to like medium-sized 3-lane maps, but the base game, like Azir Cave, all that shit,
Azure Cave is
that
pretty
was
3-lane.
asymmetrical as fuck.
Well,
and
it's very asymmetrical. The lanes are different, so it's hard to call it like 3-lane because that formula was so symmetrical. Because Azure Cave, the two sides of that map play completely differently, even though they're
Right.
So
you spawn on one side, it's a complete different
they released
experience.
They released a map late into the game that was like in London or something. That's like definitely 3 lanes. There's like a plaza in the middle and 2 streets on the other side on each side.
Cheshire Park.
Yeah, that one. So there's
I know the name.
I don't know how you do, and
I've
I
literally
don't.
played it 3 times.
I'm sure there's a couple others. But either way, there wasn't a lot of maps to pick from. But I mean, Piccadilly is the one we're all thinking of because that fucking operates wonky as shit, especially in the different game
Awful.
modes. Yeah.
The funny thing is, those like the asymmetrical maps play better on Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
I actually like when we discovered, like, not that we discovered, I love Search and Destroy. That's my favorite
Yeah,
fucking game.
it's always
mode,
been
like,
the case.
Period. Yeah, but those maps, because they have so much variety, because they're not sterile 3-lane competitive maps, they have so much more variety to them, like, per round.
Yeah.
So like different things will happen
And
versus a
Search,
sterile 3-lane map.
yeah, Search is a game like when you can feasibly multiple times in a game, like throughout the rounds, like a couple people die and then you've like completely switched sides on the map and you've moved around, so you can have all these different engagements and approaches when you've like completely rotated around the map and stuff like that throughout the round. So which is not the case in, you know, a kill-based game mode or a central objective game mode where you're always spawning on opposite sides of the map from each other.
Right. That's just the
and
way
stuff.
the spawn system works.
Yeah. Which some of the spawning in Modern Warfare was whack, but that's always the case. Those things happen sometimes. But yeah.
The Easy's first album for sure.
Do you these things
That was
happen?
coming. Yeah, that was coming.
Do
Knew for a fact that was coming.
He's supposed to release a sequel to that album soon, so
I'm waiting on G for sure. I want him
that's gonna
to
be nice. I think we might have to review that one as well.
I want him to drop his
Yeah.
best album so far. That'd be crazy.
We shall see.
Dang.
Sorry
I know.
to nerd out on you guys. I didn't want to like exclude you guys, but
That's fine. I mean, we have those things. We did it a little bit in the beginning,
Mhm.
so
yeah, true.
you know, hopefully people are there for these niches and they can tune into that. And
Right,
get
for
engaged
sure.
with that. I hope.
That was fun. I love nerding out
I like to
with
think
hip
we make
hop,
it
with
interesting
gaming,
too.
all that shit. I could talk about even like it's weird because like I hate Eminem, I hate Call of Duty. I could talk about them all day. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. Like they both of those consume such pivotal moments of my life that no matter how dog shit they become, I'll still be interested. Like we had this conversation a year ago, like on this podcast. Alex
Yeah.
asked me,
Yeah.
why would you continue to play this game if you don't like it? And it's like self-induced hate. It's like it's really weird. It's just like it's like an abusive relationship that you can't escape. But I escape it once a year, but I still buy them, you know, and I still play them. Just because when I was 12, that arena shooters were like the shit.
Yeah,
And so like it still
60
taps into my like childhood brain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like,
'cause-
that it scratches that itch that'll never like go away.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, like you're saying, like it brings you back. It makes you nostalgic. No matter how trash the game is, it still makes you like feel like you're getting towards that feeling of what it used to be like. But you definitely spend the $60 every year, and I spend the $60 every year, hoping it will be like it once was.
Which it won't. You were
which
chasing a dream.
Exactly, but it's like it's the price of $60 is worth diluting myself for a month or two.
I will say though, because Call of Duty releases in November every year, and when I was in high school, you know, when those games came out, it was fall, you know, and that's about the time in Florida where the skies are blue. It's crystal fucking clear outside, and it's a nice crispy air to it. That time of year reminds me of Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Because every
Yeah.
time it would release right there. And I remember running home with this like beautiful blue sky, only to sit in my room and play that fucking game.
Yes, dude.
It just reminds me so much of that. And I'll forever cherish those fucking years that I spent in my room playing that stupid ass game.
yeah, definitely.
True. Well said.
So
All right,
that's my 2 piece on it. But
Yeah,
is that us wrapping up?
I think
I
so.
guess so. I mean, I didn't, like I said, I apologize for, you know, taking over the convo with Call of Duty, but
Hey, if you don't like it, skip through it and welcome back because it's the end now. So.
I was apologizing to you.
Welcome back to the
Well-
end of the episode.
Well, we can't skip through it, but I don't want to. It's nice to hear people talk about what they're passionate about. So You know what? If you enjoyed that going on this episode, thank you. We're out here building a freaking empire of nerding out about stuff, you fricks, and we're taking over the freaking world. So thanks everybody for listening. It's definitely been real. Hope you. Man, I always say hope you guys are hyped like we are. Whatever. There's some exciting news going on. Some not exciting news. We tried to cover the exciting stuff mostly going on. So I hope you can appreciate that. And excuse me, I'm about to have a coughing fit. Talk to you later.
He's dying.
Well,
That's what you get for not covering the serious topics.
That's true.
if you made it to this point in our podcast, and a shout out to you for listening this far, I will say we got a lot of big things coming in the future. Big things that we don't even know. We got to figure it out. We got to talk about it.
True.
We gotta bring you more music. We gotta bring you more anime discussions, and of course these variety ones. So thank you for listening. As always, I love you all.
All right.
Did he lag for you guys too?
Yeah. I
Love you
all.
It's okay. It's okay. It came through.
My love is infinite.
There you go. Nice.
It
Is it
knows
Halo?
no bounds.
Yes.
All right. If you want to tell us how absolutely amazing we are at running this show, you can do that in the YouTube comments or in the 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. So go hit us up on there. If you want to find us on any of the socials, that's at Unboxing Life Pod on Instagram and Twitter. We're getting active with that, and YouTube with the shorts and everything. So we got Reels, we got Shorts, we got TikTok. That's at Unboxing Life Podcast.
We also wear denim for you guys too. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm really sorry. That was a wild joke.
I didn't
We'll see
understand
if anyone else catches that.
Anyway, so yeah, find us on all the things, support the content, support the channel. We love y'all, as Alex said. Until then, just stay safe and be kind to each other.
Yes, well said. And I will, on a serious note, rest in peace to anyone that's lost their lives in Afghanistan. I don't know too much about that situation, but I know a lot of shit is happening right now. And I'm hoping that this podcast can kind of, give you a break, at least an hour from the real shit that's really happening. Rest in peace to anyone that's lost their lives to the virus that continues to ravage every part of the world, basically. Get vaccinated if you can. There's plenty of people that are literally begging to be vaccinated that cannot get vaccinated because of the limitations of their government.
And your responsibility to those people is to get vaccinated yourself so we can slow the spread. So the people who can't get vaccinated because of, infrastructure and other bullshit can actually stay safe and live.
Yeah. We are very privileged in the fact that we can literally walk into a CVS pharmacy and get both shots of the vaccine that is working as intended. There's no microchip in it, and even if there was, you walk around with a GPS-enabled device 24/7. So there's no reason for you not to get this vaccine. So yeah, please get vaccinated. I know my body, my choice is a really big thing right now, but I think it's very selfish, and that's just my opinion.
FDA approved the Pfizer vaccine. You can't use that argument anymore.
They did.
Yeah, what's your excuse now?
But yeah,
I don't trust the government.
Dang, brother.
Fucking roll
I mean,
my eyes.
same, but it's not like whatever. That's a whole other thing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We might cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, get vaccinated. Stay fucking excellent to each other. There's far too much bullshit in this world to treat each other like shit. So I had a really good time with this podcast, and hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back reviewing The Wolf of Wall Street soon.
Ooh.
I guess we should probably bring that up too. That the fact that we will not be reviewing The Garden of Sinners, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I sincerely apologize to the guy that I'm not going to tell his name because you can find it in the YouTube comment of one of the videos. But he asked us to watch that show, and I gave it the old college try. I watched 2 episodes, maybe 3, I can't remember, and I could not. I hated it. So yeah. I don't want to come in here and shit on your favorite show. It's not like the Cash thing where like I had a a huge opinion on it that I wanted to talk about it. This was one of those things where I watched it and I hated it and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and it's like there's long episodes, so it would have been grueling if we didn't like it as we're going through it. And I mean, still shout out to that guy, not only just for sharing whatever opinion you have, but like all your other, like I know I've watched 3 of your other recommendations. It's not like we're gonna be like you have bad taste. Like you have some great anime on there, obviously, that we're gonna get to also in the future. I would definitely imagine, because they're some of my favorites too. So just shout out to you still. But
For sure.
We're switching lanes on this one, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we made an executive decision to just kind of abandon that one. We didn't want to produce a bad episode just on the front that we hated it. So
Yeah.
What other anime did he have on there? Was Odd Taxi one of those?
No, he had so other than Garden of Sinners, he had I think Fate Zero, which is a very critically acclaimed one. But he also had Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's, and Vinland Saga, which I can all vouch for being amazing. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, eventually, definitely.
My sincerest apologies, seriously, if you're watching this show, if you're watching this episode and you hear this, like I really apologize. I tried, and I came to the guys. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't watch this anymore. I don't want to spend my time watching this.
Yeah,
like, anime. Like, obviously, we're not going to enjoy every piece of entertainment that's ever produced, but at the same time, I don't want to come in here and completely bitch and whine about how much I hated it.
I mean, it's we do the podcast for fun. If it was really like a job and we had to watch it, then we could.
Then we would.
But it's like, this isn't a job. We do what we want because we have a fun time doing it. So I didn't even end up starting the show before it was bailed on. So it was like, that's just how that went.
It was one of those things.
Yeah. So
it's the first time we've ever bailed on an anime. So
yeah,
shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
The podcast needs to stay fun, not a chore. So
not a chore. Yeah, I work 40 hours a week. The last thing I want is another chore to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I will sign us out. I'm sorry for blabbing. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Peace out, baby.